Yes. I think I got it to work. Finally. Holy crap, that was awful. Oh. I spent a freaking hour trying to get this to work. What did I want to do today? That's right. I wanted to play some Dragonmaids. First things first, I'm going to look at my deck list and see if there's anything I want to change. Because there's a decent chance that there is. I only have 2 Veilers, 1 Black Metal Dragon, Nurse. That's the first thing. I should probably go over my deck list before I get too far ahead of myself. I play 2 Effect Veilers, 3 Black Metal Dragons, 1 Nurse Dragonmaid, 3 Ash Blossom of Joyous Spring, 1 Kitchen Dragonmaid, 2 Parlor, 3 Chamber, 1 Bestial Magnum Hut, however you say that, Magma Hut, 1 Bestial Sorrowneer, 1 Bestial Drew Swarm, 1 Dragonmaid Ernest, 1 Noctivision Dragon, 1 Kaiju for the one time I got stunned by an Xyz player who used a fish, Dragonmaid Tinklet, 1 Dragonmaid Tinklet, 1 Dragonmaid, 2 Dragonmaid Lopar, I swear I could count, 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Monster Reborn, playset of Upstart Goblin for consistency, 2 copies of Return of Dragon Lords, 2 copies of Dragonmaid Hospitality, 2 Dragonmaid Changeovers, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 World Legacy Guard Dragon, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Super Poly, 3 Inperm, and 2 Dragonmaid Tiding for the main deck. The extra deck has 1 copy of Mud Dragon of the Swamp to use for that Super Poly target, Predaplant Draco Stupelia, a single copy of that. Also another target for Super Poly, as well as just a fusion with my own board, in case if I need to. Playset of House Dragonmaid, so I have more than enough Omni material for my negates for my 2 copies of Dragonmaid Shio. 1 Guard Dragon Pisty to link off with Black Metal Dragon. A copy of Striker Dragon for the same reason, to link off for Black Metal Dragon. 2 copies of Hieratic Seals, just because you'd be dumb not to play Hieratic Seals in a Dragon deck. Nightmare Phoenix for some more back row removal. IP Masquerena, so I have better fodder when trying to go into my Link 3 Nightmare Unicorn and my Link 4 Mech Knight Avermax. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck list. Time to go into ranked and see how bad I can do. It's not gonna go well, I guarantee that. Silver 5. Time to see how far I get. Duel. Silver 5. Let's see how many ranks I could get down tonight with just Dragonmaids. I'm gonna go first. Okay. If I get Ash Blossom, actually, I'm gonna bait the Ash Blossom with the Upstart and hopefully eat their Ash Blossom if they have one. That just means they don't have an Ash Blossom, so I could cook off with black metal. Link off into Pisty using black metal dragon as material. Add Red Eyes Darkness metal with black metal. If a Dark Dragon are special summon to your field, yep. I can also special summon Noctivision Dragon, so that's pretty cool. I didn't realize I was going to be able to do that. Bring back Darkness Metal. Special summon Darkness Metal with Guard Dragon Pisty as material. Activate Darkness Metal to bring back Black Metal. And I can link two into Hieratic Seals and have some interaction for their turn. Because other than that, I really won't have much interaction. I'm going to set my Infinite Impermanence. Card is sent to the Graver's Link material. I can draw one card. Yes. God, Black Metal Dragon's like the one card I don't actually want to draw anymore. Screw it though. I'll equip it to Red Eyes Darkness Metal. And set in Perm in middle column. Nothing else I want to summon there. And pass. Sorry. Time to see how bad I get outed. Looks like they're maybe playing ninjas. No. It's probably a branded deck. If I were a guessing man. Where's the Blue Eyes? I'll let that go. Fixed. My eyes now work. Yeah, no. I'm gonna tribute my Hieratic Seals. Return that back to their hand, and I'm going to special summon Chamber Dragonmaid, then add Dragonmaid Changeover to hand. And on my turn, I am going to fusion into Yugioh. Probably attack him directly. Whew. I'm just top decking all the good stuff. I am going to one driver from here. I'm just gonna change over now. Use Chamber and Darkness Metal as material, as long as. Okay. Okay. Summon my copy of Yugioh with. I'll have to select it that way. Those two as material. And I could normal summon my Parlor, send a low par. Activate Hospitality. Summon Chamber. Then I can add Tidying to hand. Have change over there. Summon one monster from your hand or graveyard. I am going to recycle changeover back to hand with Parlor. I'm going to activate Darkness Metal to reset Parlor to the field. In defense mode, in case if its effect gets negated. I don't think they have any responses to anything, though, so I'm not super worried about that, honestly. And destroy their face down. Oh. I'll take 27. I'm gonna rip them directly a little bit. Main phase 2. Return Lopar back to hand. Hopefully they don't have Nibiru. If they do, I will cry. Could activate changeover again and summon a second copy of Yugioh. I'll hold the changeover in hand for now. Cook on, King. Yep. Special summon from... Oh. Definitely didn't realize that was the only target I really had. Hey, let's go. They scooped. Duel was a win. Ancient Telescope. See the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and return them in the same order. I guess that would be good for information to know what deck your opponent is playing turn 1. I don't know. Can that card be Ash Blossomed? I don't know. That's interesting to think about. Continue on. Wonder what my next opponent's going to be playing. They're choosing. Looks like they're a Blue Eyes player, but you can't trust them. Never trust a Blue Eyes player. That's cool. They're a graveyard effect. Yep. No hand traps. They're going to get probably partial combo off. I think I pretty much started with the same exact hand I had last time. I'm not really complaining that much, but they now have a combo. True light. Yeah. Do your cook-off, King. This is a Blue Eyes player versus Dragonmaids. Dragon versus Dragon. I wonder who's gonna win, me or them. They can, I'm gonna keep that for now. Keep my Imperm. Because they're gonna go into Spirit Dragon or something, and that's probably what I'm gonna have to negate. Add one Speller Trap that mentions Blue Eyes. You control and in your graveyard. Alright. I've never really read True Light that much before. Set one Speller Trap from your deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon with a different name than from the cards you control and in your graveyard. So you can only activate this card a certain number of times. He's going to be probably doing all 3 blue eyes or all 3 alternatives if he plays any. Nope. 3 cards. Oh. 3. Huh. I've only ever, whenever I activated this card in real life, I've only ever chose blue eyes monsters, not even spells and traps. That's interesting. Okay, he's Link wanting. Cannot special summon except dragons. This card's Link summon, take 1 Mausoleum of White. Or add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. I don't necessarily know where the choke points are in this deck, so I'm going to be just kinda winging it, to be honest. Activated Mausoleum of White this time. What does Mausoleum of White do? Target 1 monster. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster you control. Send 1 normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And if you do to the targeted monster gains attack and defense equal to the level of the monster sent times 100. Okay. I'm not going to lie, this board kind of confuses me. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Only use each of the effects of Blue Eyes Jet Dragon once per turn. And only once that turn you can activate. You can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is in your field or graveyard. Destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card if it was in the graveyard. You can target 1 at the start of the damage if this card battles, so I have to kill it by card effect. Not gonna lie, that's pretty annoying. Ash me, ash me, ash me, ash me, ash me, ash me. Nope. Crap. I guess I could do that. Get rid of a copy of Blue Eyes, unless if they're just going to activate True Light in response or something. Yep. So is my Beasteel just not going to get summoned then? Nope. That's pretty annoying, I'm not even gonna lie. I know they still have a... this protects Blue Eye. Does that mean this card's effects are negated? What does this do? Then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. Yeah. Dude. Leave me alone. Yes, this is a Dragonmaid deck. I swear it is. I just didn't draw a single Dragonmaid card. And besides that, I bricked pretty hard. They just had interruptions for literally everything, which is honestly pretty annoying. I shouldn't have chose the Blue Eyes. I should have chose literally anything else. What else was in there? Yep, they're gonna go Spirit Dragon now. Yep. Spirit of White. I was right, it was a Spirit Dragon. Well, yeah, I do agree. It does look like more of a a Red Eyes deck than a Dragonmaid deck at the moment, but I promise it's Dragonmaids. After this duel, I'll go over the deck list again, but I promise it's Dragonmaids. As unbelievable as that seems, it is a Dragonmaid deck. What effect of this did they activate? Special summon. I am going to banish their maiden with white. I could have done their blue eyes. Frick. How much defense? 2,000 defense. I have no point putting it in attack mode. They're just going to beat over it, whatever mode I put it in. You can play Red Eyes Engine in Dragonmaid. It is an Omni Negate. Well, I don't know what you mean by Omni Negate, but I can bring out Red Eyes Darkness Metal if I get what I want. But I did not get what I wanted out on the field this time, so that didn't work out. I wish it did. I would have had would have been doing a little bit more than just piecing a board together with scraps that were left in my hand. I don't know. Generally, I draw something Dragonmaid related, but I drew nothing. I drew a Black Metal Dragon, Upstart, an Imperm, Noctivision Dragon, and another Imperm. So that it wasn't too good of a hand if we're just talking Dragonmaids. Red Eyes Full Metal. Full Metal? What's Full Metal Dragon? I play I play Darkness Metal. So I'm going to have to look at Full Metal after this duel, because I honestly have no clue what Full Metal Dragon is. I think it's pretty safe to say I'm going to lose this duel, unless if I top deck something pretty good. I see. So isn't that like original Yugioh right there, or am I thinking of a different card? I don't even think I have a copy of Metal Morph to put into a deck in Master Duel. This dude played that Ultimate Fusion in the middle zone just to laugh at me because I activated that Imperm in the middle column. Yeah, he has, just between that Blue Eyes and Indigo, he has enough to beat me. So I'll send Drew Swarm. Doesn't matter. There's a whole since when was there an entire support group for Metal Morph? I didn't know that. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Trying to make... What the frick? There. Fixed. Wait. How didn't I die? Did I? I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it one bit. Simply a matter of how am I going to... I'm gonna get negated here, aren't I? No? Okay. So no matter what, when I summon this, I can at least go into... Never mind. Okay. I don't play any Fiendsmiths, so I don't keep any knowledge of the new Fiendsmith support that comes out. Couple of months ago. I can't beat over anything on this dude's board. My best guess or best hope at anything is Hieratic Seals. I can't even target anything on his board with that anyways, so... Ooh. That's cool. He already activated that. I can banish a copy of Blue Eyes. I do not have any more bestials to add to hand. That's a shame. I will look at that after this duel. Won't have a board after this. Never mind. I can add this card, so I can at least have 2 bodies on board, and I could put Indigo Eyes back into their extra deck, as long as they don't put any Omnis on board. I'm really hoping they don't put any Omnis on board. Normal graveyard banishment, special summon. So me banishing it didn't do anything. Sure. I think I can target the Indigo Eyes and return it to extra deck. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. I'll get rid of their... I'll banish their Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. At least have 2 bodies on board. Okay, they're gonna set a Speller Trap from deck. Probably gonna be... it can't be an Ultimate Fusion. They have one in the grave. Wonder what they're going to be setting. Yeah, I am fully aware. Got a very bad starting hand, and they just had the negates to make me cry. Hey! Their board is gone! Let's go. At least their board should be gone. As long as Yugioh is fair, their board should be gone. I thought True Light said if it leaves the field, or is that only says if it goes to the graveyard? What? Is True Light only when it goes to the graveyard if it wipes the board? That's kind of annoying if that's the case. You know, I didn't expect to win this one. So if True Light has to be sent to the graveyard for his board to be wiped? Is that what I'm understanding? Isn't when it leaves the field? Okay. So you're telling me I should have returned literally any other card to his hand besides True Light, and that would have ended up better? Whoops. Okay. Cards I don't have. Red Eyes. Black Metal Dragon. You're the one wanting me to look at full milk. There it is. Full Metal Dragon. Cannot be special summoned. Must be first be special summoned with Maxx Metal Morph. That was activated by tributing a level 5 or higher dragon monster. Reveal this card in your hand. Set one Metal Morph crap from your deck. And if you do, shuffle this card into the deck. So, this card requires quite a bit of setup. Not really matter though, your opponent have a full field of 3k attack anyway. Yeah, if True Light ended up wiping their board, I would have had a better chance at winning, or a chance at winning, period, but since it didn't, I wasn't winning that anyways. So, yeah, that's a shame that I couldn't pull that off, but this isn't the best deck anyways when going up against one card combos to bring out a full board. Okay, yeah. I guess Black Metal Dragon, and it would be a decent way to bring it out. Black Metal Dragon mixed in with Darkness Metal, Full Metal, and Maxx Metal Morph. However, is there a searcher for Maxx Metal Morph, or are you just relying on having a play set of it in deck to actually get it in hand? Tribute one face-up monster, special summon one monster that cannot be normal summoned. Oh! You don't even need to have Red Eyes Darkness Metal in hand? Special summon that was special summoned with Metal Morph that was activated by tributing a level 5 or higher dragon. So, how would you consistently get Maxx Metal Morph in hand, though? The only good way is to draw it, it seems like. Unless if it has a searcher I do not know about. Tribute one face-up monster that mentions Maxx Metal Morph. Special summon one monster that not mean normal summons / shit, and mentions Maxx Metal Morph from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Okay, so Black Metal Link 1, add Dragon, add Darkness, Darkness banish. That Link 1, summon Black Metal to Heraldic Seal, Heraldic, then add Full Metal. Shuffle it back to the deck, add Metal Morph. Oh, so Full Metal. Oh, okay. That seems stupidly easy, honestly. Okay. So as long as you don't get negated, that would be pretty easy. It's just pretty much relying you on drawing Black Metal. Then you could link off into Darkness, bring back black metal again with darkness metal. Link 2 to Heradic Seals. Yeah. You really only need to play one Maxx Metalmorph. You don't even need a play set in this deck at that point. Well, Walking Time Bomb. This is the place where pretty much all I play is Dragonmaids. Yeah, I would see what you're talking about. It's a good boss monster. I just am waiting for the new Dragonmaid support to hit. Master Duel. Well, that'll make Dragonmaids itself more consistent. You know, if it only needs one of each. Sorry, that wouldn't even make it that hard of a card to get out, or that taxing on your materials, because it 1/1 Maxx Metalmorph requires 30, and Full Metal also requires 30, so that's only 60 total. Okay. Well, screw it. I'll add it. Let's see if I could pull this off in one easy to go. The new fusions actually just released in the TCG like last week in Monsters and Mayhem. So maybe Master Duel will get him soon. I'm kind of hoping, because it turns Parlor into a one-card Shio, or Kitchen into a one-card Shio. It just gives you more starters besides Chamber, and relying on more in hand. It just makes Dragonmaids an all-around more powerful deck. True, yeah. I'll get rid of my second darkness real quick. I was just trying to have a little bit more late game in the duel. If the duel lasts more than 3 turns, I'd be able to get another copy of Darkness Metal out once I get rid of it for a Link Summon, or it gets destroyed by card effect. Yeah, Ladies Dragonmaid and Dragonmaid Chambers Dragon form. They were released in the OCG, I think, like a year ago or something. So they've been out for a pretty long time. Let's see if I actually draw a Dragonmaid card this time. I do not. I can get Full Metal on board, though, as long as I don't get negated. Huh? Clear Phantom. Or World or Spell Traps that mention it. What deck is this? This is light, like light darkness. Blah. Yeah. This is yeah. Dragonmaids is not very good, to say the least. Especially whenever you're playing against some meta Snake Eyes Kashtira that's going to build up Dude, I'm so cooked, I think. Never mind. I am not cooked. MST for the win. I can MST the dimensional fissure. Yeah, I have no idea what this deck does either. Dude, I drew both the cards I just added. I'm not super upset about that. What does this do? During your main phase, when this card declares an attack or activates a monster effect, you can activate top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, banish one of the evacuated cards. I'm gonna kaiju that. I'm gonna put this in the middle zone. Get rid of that Kashtira. Well, I don't have more bestials for the same reason why I don't have Maxx. That requires a whole lot of material. I don't really have the material to invest into the decks. Unless if I just want to have one deck I play. And honestly, that's a little boring. I have branded I play as well, so I think I'd rather just keep what I have and just let it go. Single copy. Yeah. Oh. Let's go. They surrendered. They knew they were cooked. They did not know that all I was going to be able to do was get full metal and attack and pass. Yeah, dude, I got 2 one-ofs in hand first turn. 2 one-ofs in hand first turn, and literally I haven't drawn a single Dragonmaid card in like 2 or 3 duels. I think it's just 2. I think that one was my 3rd duel of the night. But yeah, the only Dragonmaid cards I've drawn though was Parlor, Chamber, and I think a copy of Hospitality out of this entire deck. Level 6 to higher Dark Dragon monster. These are light. Lubellion doesn't have. Yeah. No, Super Poly's just a good board breaker, so that's why I put it in there. I put the upstarts in there so I could have a little bit more draw power since there's not too many searchers in the deck. I don't know, I could probably get rid of the Legacy Guard Dragon. I'd rather keep the MST just for the... in case if I get stunned by something. Have 6 hand traps in the deck. That's not too many whenever some decks play like 14. Oh, the only cards I could summon Lubellion with are the other bestials. I guess I could also do Darkness Metal and Full Metal for Lubellion, but doesn't have too many good targets like it does in Branded. So, I mean, even my extra deck is all light monsters, minus Draco Stupelia. I'll add Beldrake, and yeah, I'll get rid of the Super Poly targets. I don't think I've ever actually activated Super Poly before. It just is too inconsistent for me for some reason. It doesn't want to work right. I have 14 cards on the extra deck now. What do I do? Play regain. Regain? What do you mean by regain? Oh, branded regained. Light or dark monster is banished. Target one of those monsters. Place on the monster bottom of the deck, and if I do, draw one card. Okay. Oh, there's just no. Yeah, true. Yeah, Full Metal needs a level 5 or higher. All of my bestials are level 6s. So I have a couple good targets there. Red Eyes Darkness Metal's a good target. I really don't have many other targets for it in the deck. For Maxx Metamorph. Sorry, words are hard. What can I play a third copy? Dragonmaid extra. I can't do my TCG extra deck because there's cards that don't even exist in this version of the game in it. So I could add a third copy of Yugioh. There's really no need to, though, because Yugioh recycles itself with its Omni Negate. There's really no need for a third copy of a Link 1 anywhere, because I only have 2 targets for black metal. Really wouldn't be a good branded extra deck monster to put in here. So what if I... Where is it at? Link monster and dragon. When I don't play normal monsters, could put Star Yugioh in here. Or any other lower, I don't know. Needing more boss monsters than anything, honestly. Playing Sapol? What do you mean, Sapol? The slang kinda hurts me. Oh, Super Poly. I don't know. Give me a second. Let me look up a deck list real quick and see what other kind of garbage people play. I'm not playing Primite, I'm playing pure Dragonmaids. Yes. Nope. Let me get off Dragon Monsters. Oh, shoot. No, I do not have a copy of SP Little Knight. I probably should be playing it. If I knew how to spell it. Okay. I have IP in the deck, no SP. Let me see if I have anything to burn. I don't really think I have anything to burn in this on this account. Dragonroid. I will probably never play this card. Yeah, it is a staple. I am very out of the loop when it comes to the power of decks in this game. So I am missing a whole lot of stuff that is super good to play. Got me normal summon set. Yeah, I'm gonna burn this card. And I will also burn those cards are good. Can't get rid of Greed Jar. Don't want to get rid of anything I may use in the future. I have a Mech Knight deck, so I'd rather not kill Mech Knights. Yeah, I know they are, but I feel the deck's already hand trap heavy. I'm already not drawing enough engine. Literally, I draw more Red Eye. This is more of a Red Eyes deck than Dragonmaids, even though I feel like most of the deck is Dragonmaids. Dragonroid, you're getting dismantled, so I can go get an SP. Hopefully I never play a deck that uses said card. Okay. I now have a copy of SP. That's cool. You know, let me try getting rid of those. I'm going to try to slim the deck down maybe a couple more cards. I could trim down. Yeah, Dragonmaids needs at least 2 cards in hand most of the time to actually do anything. So, if you draw Parlor, you need a changeover in hand. If you draw Chamber, you need any of a high-level dragon in hand. And not to get negated. So yeah, or Parlor plus Hospitality would also do the trick. When the new support comes out for Dragonmaids, it will have 1-card combos. Because the new fusion will be able to make itself with a single copy of Parlor or a single copy of Kitchen. So that'll make it better. Also make itself with a single copy of Hospitality and Nurse or Laundry. So those cards will actually be more playable. Get rid of a copy of Return of Dragonlords. Well, if you have Chamber plus any level 5 or higher dragon in hand, you can get Yugioh on board and have an Omni Negate that floats into house and pass. It's not really... Again, this deck doesn't make great boards, but it makes boards that aren't... Yeah, you know, Parlor would almost... Parlor is literally more useful in any milling deck than it is in Dragonmaids, because you aren't going to mill the cards you want in Dragonmaid, so play it in Tearlaments, play it in Lightsworn. I have a Buster Blader deck in real life that I play it in, just so I have a target for the changeover I put in there. 43 cards, I think that's where I'm going to cut my... Ooh, another copy of Nurse. Okay. Ooh, put that copy of Imperm back in there. Okay. Back to rank duels to see how bad I get, what poor matchup I get this time. It's not going to be a good matchup. I can almost guarantee it. Ooh, I get to choose. I'm going first. I'm not going to draw anything, am I? Absolutely nothing. Are you serious? I drew the best going second hand ever. Add one target to your... When this card's activated... Yeah, no. God damn you, Konami. I have no choice but to pass. Oh, gosh. Yep, and this is Primite Blue Eyes, so... Should I just surrender? I actually have 8 hand traps. I have 2 Veilers, 3 Ashes, and 3 Imperm, so I technically have 8 hand traps. That's almost a whole quarter of the deck. Well, it is definitely a Garnet to draw turn 1. But I'm thinking like more turn 2 or 3, maybe 4. Activate Guard Dragon. World Legacy Guard Dragon. It saved me a couple times in the past. It's like a... It's a typal Monster Reborn. I tend to have decent luck with it. Not the greatest of luck, but better luck than none. Ah. You see. What decks do you normally play? Should I just scoop and go to a different one? He's going to be comboing off for like the next 5 minutes. And it's going to straight up not be a good time. Ooh, his Royal Rare Spirit Dragon. Original art Blue Eyes? I'm so jealous. That's so cool. C. RDA. What's RDA? You're making me feel kind of dumb, not gonna lie. I know what the rest of them are. Yubel was like tier 1 or something at one point. Mimaghoul, another combo off for 10 minutes, and yeah. This duel was over fast. He didn't combo off longer than he needed to. Yep, Mr. White Lightning. You know, I would have much rather him have OTK'd me than... Oh. Ah! I see. So, to make your red dragon, did you just... buy like 3 of the structure decks and add a little bit of the support, or did you have the deck made before the structure deck came out? Wait. I'm gonna get rid of that guard dragon, because it doesn't seem to help me enough most of the time. It just kind of irritates me. So your Yubel deck only has 6 total UR cards. That's pretty cool. That is way cheaper than a whole lot of other decks. So even Spirit of Yubel's not even an ultra rare. I mean, yes, you play like 3 copies of Phantom Yubel and 2 copies of this card as well. A couple of Hand Trap and 1 Bestial Synchro. See. The deck works out pretty well, just being... Yeah, Fiendsmith is nowhere near cheap. 60 ultra rare, or 660 crafting essence. Probably at least 30 for that, so 90. 120. And this is going 1 copy of each of the extra deck. 150, 180, so 180 ultra rare essence. So that's 18 cards burnt. We have Fiendsmith tracked. That's also another necessary part of the engine. I don't know. A lot of the good decks are just way too expensive for me. Like, an actual meta deck I'm trying to make slowly is Snake Eyes. I have a good bit of the cards for a Fiend for a... Sorry. For a Snake Eye Diabellstar. And it just needs so many... Cat, can you stop where you're at? I feel you touching my chair. Yeah, Yubel is still cheaper than most of everything else, because I don't know, just in this, I'd use the auto make function in Master Duel to make this deck. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Like, we have 40 cards. Yeah, the power of the deck did drop whenever they limited Ash and Poplar, but it's still a tier 1. It's not tier 0, but it's keeping up there with the other power decks. A lot of the hits kind of hurt, but you know, it's still not that bad. I mean, just place at an upstart in there. I'll put myself back up to 40 cards, and yeah, that just... Yeah, I don't know. I have a Snake Eyes deck. It's Snake Eyes Diabellstar. I think I have something else in it. Kashtira, Snake Eyes deck in real life, but I did not want to pull out the deck and put each card in there individually. I'm just using this as a baseline of what I need to have in the deck before I actually attempt to make it. By looking at it, I am way far away, because Magician's Souls is a good card to add Diabellstar. And as long as Sinful Spoil's Snake Eye is limited to 1 and not banned, Diabellstar is still a great card to have in the deck. Yeah. This deck has 40 plus ultra rares. That is 1,200 ultra rare essence. That is a lot. Like I said, I let this get made with the auto, so I autoed it, then went to go auto more decks, because I'm just trying to make more things to play, because besides Dragonmaids, I have 2 actual playable decks. That is my branded deck, which is 50 cards. It's pretty consistent. I could get out a full board most of the time. Oh. A Mech Knight deck. It's literally just for fun. It's pretty bad. I don't really expect to win very much whenever I play this deck. And I have a branded Dragonmaid deck that I was using during Dice Royale, and I had a positive win rate with. Now, I feel Snake Eyes is consistent enough that it can stand even not being as consistent as it can be. I don't know. I don't play a single copy of Maxx in anything, so I'm not gonna, or Fuwawos, I'm not looking to be the most competitive person out there when it comes to this game, just because I don't. I downloaded this game the first day it was out, and then I sat on it for like a year, so I don't have the gems or essence to put into decks to make them. Dragonmaid was actually the first deck I made whenever the game first came out. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Wake up, early mornings, late nights, hopping on a different flight. What's the meaning of life, ayy? Wake up, same-ish, different day. Make a wish, call it pray. Am I sick, am I okay, ayy? Stay up, late nights, still in pain. In my mind, it decays as I try to make a change. See the sun, see it set, feel some pain, feel regret. All the same, what is next? I'm to blame for my head,
it changes in many different ways, yeah. You turn the page and you see a new day, yeah. Be the same or you go and make a name, yeah. Listen to hate or help someone who's in pain, yeah. We all want love and we all wanna be great, yeah. It's not enough, so we keep running the race, yeah. This life is tough if you let it be that way, yeah. Sit back and love your own journey every day. Got a deep thoughts in my bed, got me feeling like a weak spot in my head, and I ask myself to please stop. Take a breath, need to get all of these deep thoughts out my head, yeah. I just wanna be known, I just wanna be home. Feel like I'm all alone and I need to do it on my own. I just wanna be known, I just wanna be home.
Hi, kitty. Could you get off my chair, please?
I live for music, yeah, I love to do it, yeah. It's therapeutic and I need it to get through it, yeah. I keep on moving, yeah, I keep on doing, yeah. I keep improving so people can feel it too and go on and fix their lives one decision at a time, one vision, one mind. We're winning this grind, okay, okay. Let's make each other proud, turn the future into now, turn this world upside down.
Well, if you add Magician Souls to Snake Eyes, Magician Souls is a searcher for Diabel Star, so you could have 3 more starters in there. Send 2 spell trap. This card's in your hand. You can send a level 6 or higher spellcaster monster from your deck to the graveyard, then activate one of these effects. Thought this card. Never mind. I thought which Magician Souls was a searcher for Diabel Star. Maybe I'm wrong. Graveyard. Diabel Star. Hand or field. I was wrong. I thought Magician Souls was a searcher. Would oh. Let me go back to actually showing what I'm doing on screen. Sorry about that. We are back. Whoopsies. Well, it does nothing. I thought it actually did something. I saw someone playing Magician Souls in their Snake Eye deck before. The only thing that they would be able... I don't know why they were playing Magician Souls. Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's just make a sample Fiendsmith deck real quick. Snake Eye. You just get it to look at how much, not how to obtain. There's no related cards. What's the Lacrima? I don't know. How many copies of Lacrima do you play in Fiendsmith? I don't really know. Guess I can add the Snake Eye stuff to the deck real quick. One Temple, one of those. Flamebird, one of those. 2 Engraver, 1 Track, 1 Lacrima. So it's 1 Lacrima. 6 monster control opponent. Fusion summoning, target 1 light fusion monster that's banished in your graveyard. Add it to your hand or special summon it. You can put down Engraver again for more Link plays, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to get an idea of how expensive an actual Snake Eye Fiendsmith Snake Eyes truly is. Why is there so many things to look for whenever I look up 1-for-1? I want the spell. Why is it giving me everything? Okay. That's because I'm searching by amount. I go rarity, owned. I don't remember what rarity 1-for-1 is. I guess I'll find it. I don't know why it didn't just pop up 1-for-1. I'll find it later. That Fiendsmith, the one that between Requiem. So you don't need this one. Affected by card effects, except Fiendsmith cards. Okay, yeah, if we're just going straight bare bones, let's just see 1-for-1 and 1. Okay, 1-for-1's an ultra rare. So it should be right here, because unless if I don't have a copy, like I might not have a copy. I should have a copy. I'm playing it in I guess I'm not playing it there. I thought I was playing it in Dragonmaids for a copy of Black Metal. I guess not. So Fabled, Lacrima, Engraver. You said 2 Engraver, 1 Tact, 1 Lyre, 1 Moon. Okay, so that should be my my Fiendsmith, and now I gotta add my Snake Eye. I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the other deck to see what else I have in here. Diabell Star. One track. The only time you want 3 tracks when you're playing Fiendsmith Control or Musketeer. Okay. I put tracks down to 1. 3 Diabell Star. 1 copy of Snake Eye Diabell Star. Copy of Wanted. I like I'm forgetting cards. I definitely am. That's right. Link Karibo's in this format. I forgot about that. Well, I can't believe Link Karibo is unlimited. There's a fusion level 4. I don't know. Let me look up a deck list. Snake Eye decks. Snake Eye Fire. Where's all this Snake Eye Fire King? I want. Okay, I guess I'll find a different website. Snake. There's no forfeiting for fans. I kind of forgot what it's called. I remember it's a UR. I remember it. And then in one XC's Banshee something. Okay, let me look up. Fiendsmith Snake Eye decklist.
No fear, I'm standing right here, eyes peer with my mind clear, never look rear, only up, never down, off the ground till I'm found, hear the sound, listen to me now, as the beat pounds, every ounce of my effort pouring out.
None of these decklists have level 4.
Am I good enough now? Should I get more
Yeah,
love?
I mean,
Here the fuck is
app.
I'm losing my shit again, having the fit again, man, I'm forgetting when I used to have some friends, I used to play pretend, we all grow up and then hating my phone and trends, I'm about to blow my head, nobody knows I'm dead, here I'm a ghost.
That's exactly where the website I'm on right now. Yeah, that's awesome. Appaloosa? I can't spell. This is bad. I look dumb. There it is. I knew I had a copy somewhere. Promethean Princess, SP, Haite. Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon. Plus one illusion. What is an illusion monster in this deck? Oh, that makes sense. That's the illusion monster. Yeah, that's right. Maxx. And put Maxx C in there. Fua. Place set a Fuawos in there, because everyone and those. Three copies of Effect Veiler. 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Okay, let me copy and paste that here. Fusion must be special reaction by sending the correct from the baker. Oh. I don't know why this needs to be here, but I'll add it in there. Rank 4 Banshee. Infernal Flames Banshee, is that the one you're talking about? Definitely missing cards. Oh, that's right, Bonfire. Triple. Oh, too many P's. Okay. Imperm. What am I missing? I probably need to get rid of the Mulcharmies, at least some of them. That's a lot of Mulcharmies. How many pop-ups? Called by Jet Synchron. Okay, Snake Eye Doom Dragon. Vampire Dragon. This guy? Okay, Vampire Zombie. The vampire, the zombie vampire? You're talking about this card? So what do I need to get rid of out of the extra deck to make room for it? I'll just put 16 in there for now. I'll just put my stuff to illusion, and that should give me the cards I want. Oh! Which I saw a copy of that being... That's Beast Warrior. I know Golem's an illusion, right? Millennium. Oh. Millennium. If I could spell, let me just copy and paste what you put in there. Oh, I missed an N. So, how many copies of this? 3 of this. Said 1 Golem. Golem that guards the Millennium Trade. Why didn't it pop up? Oh, it's because I have illusion set. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm just dumb. You said 1 Golem? One of those guys. 1 Temple. So, talking about Divine Temple? Or are you talking about this temple? I don't need this guy, is what you're saying? I'll find it later. Okay. So, this is pretty much a maid meta Snake Eyes. Seeing all of the ultra rares hurts my soul. Whole pretty much 2 rows of ultra rares. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Fiendsmith does. You can put 1 Mulcharmies and put other hand trap you have? So one of each of the mulch armies then. And Ghost. Ogre Snow Rabbit, and 2 of those. Still half this deck is ultra rare and half this deck needs to be unlocked. This is amazing. Oh, let's just count the ultra rares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 50 ultra rares. 15. Oh, put out the mulch armies. Okay. I don't want them anyways. That's still a whole lot of ultra rare essence. Okay. Now eventually, I will have this deck made. So I can get a little bit closer by generating the couple cards that I need, that I can generate. I have... Let me just go to SR and amount owned. Just start dismantling things I have more than three of. I have more than 3 of it, it's going away. I don't get why the game gives us more than 3 of a card. It does not let us get rid of it. Okay. Now generate 1 golem. Generate 1 temple. Generate a Requiem. Yeah, Duel is a good hand trap. They only lets them add 1 card to hand for the entire rest of the turn. What? If I scroll down, what can I dismantle? I needed 2 dismantles so I could finish all of the SRs for this deck. I'll probably never play more than 1 copy of that, and probably will never play a copy of that, so that's good. Okay, now the entire rest of this deck, yeah, it's kind of annoying because I have 6 copies, 4 copies, 6 copies, and if I don't think I have any ultra rares like that. Yes, I do. I have 4 copies of Blazing Cartesia, and none of which I can dismantle. It's annoying, very annoying. Don't know when this deck's gonna get built, because I have others I'm trying to build as well, like Sky Strikers, which requires just as many frickin' ultra rares. I feel it does. As Snake Eyes. Good decks are stupid expensive. Like, even branded, honestly, is it's not that expensive actually. Not expensive as I thought it was, as I remember it being. Especially since there's that bundle. Yeah. Unfortunately, can you get that secret pack more than once if you're trying to put cards together? Because I already got the secret pack for it and pulled a whole bunch on it. I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more duels real quick. Probably not real quick. Probably going to take me an hour to get done with 1 duel. Hidden gimmicks on each field. I need to craft the SR every time. Okay. You know, that's not that bad. And this is not that bad of a hand. As long as I don't get Ash Blossomed. No Ash Blossom? Bro, let's go. Yep, freaking course. Unlucky for you, I'm only special summoning once. You're saying that what I just priced out is cheaper than White Forest? They don't have their... Oh my gosh. Dude, Konami is crazy. Why do they do this? I have yet to spend a dime on this game. You pretty much give you no choice but to spend an arm and a leg on this game just to get the chance at getting some of your favorite cards. I'll add a copy of Hospitality. Hospitality next turn. I could use on Lopar, send a copy of Lopar. And as long as my board doesn't get wiped. Oh, I'm playing against Punk. What does that Punk do? You can send this card from the hand or field to graveyard. I'm a Punk monster from your hand or deck. Except to level 8. Wow. Dude, that's bad. I can't believe Konami would do that. Or I can. Makes it so you have to spend all of the money on this game. What? They had a designator in hand. That's something. I'll Omni negate it. I'm probably going to regret this. I have never played against Punk, so I have no clue if it's good or bad. I'm assuming it's good. And that they can just play through everything. What? Yeah, they're gonna link that off. So I have no more interruptions. I just have to let them cook along. You know, Punk just got new support in Battles of Legends, the Mayhem one, whichever one came out on like June 13th. So I can imagine Punk's going to be getting more top places here in Master Duel once it gets that new support, as well as the TCG once more tournaments start happening. OCG metas and TCG metas are two completely different things because they have Maxx there. I ain't good guy. I'm just. This game's so hard when you don't know what your opponent is doing, so you're just kind of sitting here and not exactly knowing what's going on. So you're preparing for Malice whenever it comes out. It's definitely going to have its own secret pack with how powerful it is in both the OCG and TCG. Ain't no way it's not going to have its own secret pack. I think I am a real heavy branded fan, so last time I was playing the game, or last time I streamed, my goal was to go from silver 5 to gold 5. Sorry, with just branded, and I did, but I was like 5 gems short of the branded bundle, so I could get its field and all that. So like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I got on and got my last like 5 gems and bought the branded bundle. So right now I am pretty gem poor. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be doing something with Malice. Because, you know, it is a waifu deck. It has been cursed with that glorious tag. Actually, was whenever that pack came out in the TCG, whichever one it was called, I was actually trying to. They're playing Fiendsmith Punk. Okay, where was I? I'm trying to make Malice in the TCG. I have a lot of the cards. I just don't have all the cards for it. Feel like that's the curse of TCG. Just always have some. Just never have enough of the cards you need. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Dragonmaids for the TCG, while they're comboing off for the next 5 minutes. Let me look at eBay real quick. I think like a Dragonmaid deck on eBay is like $300 still. It's not giving me deck. Oh. Never mind. Battles of Legend, the Mayhem cheapened the deck down to like $60. Pre Battles of Legend, the deck was like $300. But yeah, now since it dropped, they're like $40. It's now very affordable. I am a fan of this deck being more affordable. Let me find one of the... Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I just sat here for minutes and did absolutely nothing because Punk Fiendsmith just punked me. Yeah. Well, yeah, physical Yugioh is dummy expensive. Engraver, when it first came out, it was like $100 per copy of Engraver. Since it got reprinted, it's like $3 per copy of Engraver, but even then, it's like $30 for Requiem. So, Fiendsmith is dummy expensive. Malice is dummy expensive. White Rabbit is like $30 for a single copy, and the quarter century version or the ultra rare version is like $100. Yu-Gi-Oh is stupid expensive. As a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I will be the first to admit that. Even the cheap decks still cost like $80. Yeah. Yeah. Fiendsmith Snake Eye was literally... That's because Engraver was $100 a copy. Fiendsmith Engraver was literally $100, and that made Snake Eye Fiendsmith stupid expensive. Stupid expensive. It's unbelievable how expensive this game has gotten. I mean, even Tier Limits. That deck is like... still like $140, I think. Because, I mean, Rhino Heart is... let me think. Rhino Heart is like a $15 card still, and you need a play set of that. You can't play pure Tier Limits anymore, at least in the TCG. Yeah, you can't play pure Tier Limits in the TCG anymore because everything's limited to one, minus Rhino Heart. I'm about to summon Full Metal Dragon. I'm scared. Yeah. My phrasing card of my child. You can negate the activation if you inflict damage equal to the attack of one attack position. Yeah, freaking TCG Yu-Gi-Oh is dummy expensive. Everything here in America is just dumb. Like, lunch here is like 15 bucks. This is an Exodia deck. Yeah, OCG Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I think the cards are pretty cheap in the OCG. I don't know, let's go back to eBay and look up some OCG cards that I know are stupid expensive in TCG land. Just looking up OCG Yu-Gi-Oh cards does not give me what I want. Oh, I already negated Heart of the Blue Eyes. I honestly was not paying attention. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got busy looking up OCG Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this card's gonna gain his if it gains his life points, he's not gonna be able to beat over full metal. So I'm good to go for now. Battle phase. What are you going to be attacking, sir? I don't really think there's anything you can attack. Those are rarity things. That's... I don't think there's anything this dude can attack. Is cheaper right on OCG? When you place your card, you can still need to in this version to play, right? Yeah, you can't take OCG cards to TCG tournament, I don't think. If you do, you'll have to bring the translation. I don't go to tournaments personally. I just play with a group of friends. But if all you're doing is playing with a group of friends, then sure, you could you could totally just go buy the OCG version of cards and play those. Yeah. Yeah. Negate, and probably just gonna have to attack into their unstoppable Exodia, then win. What do you mean they kill themselves? Do they have to... Oh, yeah, I don't even have to attack. Okay. That's cool. It does not matter. I still get my monster reborn, full metal, or darkness metal. Okay, so unless if he gets rid of that, I do just win, or he gains more than 1,000 life points. Have fun, dude. Unless if you have a Exodia draw deck. But Exodia draw decks are very finicky and not very good. Because they just get banned. Well, dude, GG's. You were like my 4th win tonight out of like my 8 duels or something that I've done. Not a very good win record, actually. That would have been my 3rd victory. Okay. On to the next one. Burning yourself to death is definitely a way to go out in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a very prideful way to go out, but it's definitely a way to go out. Okay, hospitality into parlor. You know, this, as long as I don't get negated, this is the starting hand I was talking about earlier. They're just going to return their Albion to the bottom of the deck. Apply the effect based on where you sent it. Deck, place this card on the bottom of the deck. And he sent Branded Retribution. One branded spell trap in graveyard, add it to your hand. Yeah. He's going to use that on Branded Fusion. He should at least. Sorry, Mr. Branded. I am negating your effect. So you don't get to activate that again this turn. That's right. Banish your Retribution, get it back to hand. I am a Branded player, so I am well aware of the interactions. I still have a Kaiju for whatever they decide to pull out. Oh, is Sanctifier Lock banned in Master Duel? Is the Gimmick Puppet banned? I don't really know. I don't play Sanctifier or Puppet Lock. He's probably going to be setting Branded Banishment. No, it said normal spell or trap. It's probably going to be setting another Branded Fusion. No? It was Banishment! Haha! Well, yeah, Mirror Jade board wipe does suck. That's why you gotta set up that Omni Negate beforehand. As hard as that is. Can activate Hospitality. Special Summon Parlor. No matter what, I get 2 card. Oh, so not. He doesn't have an Ash Blossom. Okay. Ah, puppet lock exists. That honestly kind of hurts me to hear. I've never had to play against puppet lock before, but I've heard it's not fun. Okay. This is going pretty okay so far. After this, I could summon Yugioh by returning Parlor to hand with Changeover's effect. Have an Omni negate for their turn, plus an interruption in the form of my Bestial. Not a bad first turn if I do say so. I have enough. I should be able to stop them from making Mirror Jade, I think. Because, yeah, I have an Omni negate. I have infinite impermanence. So I should have more than enough to stop Branded. Unless if they can, somehow this deck can play through like 4 interactions. Oh! Yeah, I can't. Okay. Well. Oh. Frog. At least I properly summoned him, so I should be able to use Tiding to summon Yugioh back. Oh. I'm going to use Bestial to get rid of Quem. What's this card do? Oh, I mean, okay, I don't care about any of those effects. Yeah, that is how they play through 4 interruptions, but my board is rebuilt. So I still have 2 interruptions. Plus a kaiju I could do on him next turn. I will Omni that. Am I negating the activation or am I negating... Negate the activation, okay. So if they get it back to hand again, they can activate Branded Fusion again. Good to know. Now, even if they do it again, I could just imperm their Albion or Lubion, whichever one they decide to summon. At this point, the only one they could summon would be Albion, with any hopes of getting Mirror Jade on board. I can get full metal on board. Play the kaiju, tribute their fusion. Then I could Bestial, get rid of their feet. Wait, this card has effect goes banished. Light or dark dynamo you control. Okay, that effect does not matter. They don't control a level 4 light or dark monster. A banishment? Okay, so they're... That's annoying. Yeah, that's very annoying. Are they going to be able to fusion summon? They use my... This is so irritating. Either field... Oh, I always forget that with banishment. Okay, I can still do something. I can still do something. Oh, this is so irritating. I forget how I negated in perm, so... Naughty, naughty, naughty. This is so stressful. Sent from your field to the graveyard, you can add one red eyes, yes. Ash Blossom, isn't it? It's gonna be an Ash Blossom. I honestly, I knew branded banishment could... Okay, no matter what, I'm gonna get my card. I can just bring... I can't bring House back. I can't bring House back. Because it wasn't properly fusion summoned. What can I bring back? Bring back House. Activate Parlor. Okay. I'm not done yet. I have things to do. Things I could play. Send Tiding. Don't really care about any of that. Oh, that... I needed the black metal. Okay. Could beat over that. I could beat over that. Could go to battle phase. Summon Lopar. No other Dragonmaids in graveyard I could summon. So I will beat over the Kaiju. Deal as much damage to him as possible. Then kill Draco Stupelia. Well, I can't add Full Metal because I don't have black metal anymore. They banished black metal to the graveyard. Or else I would be doing that, but I could still get Shio out and have an Omni Negate on board. I can use both Shio and Lopar, or not Shio, Parlor and Lopar to summon Shio, and Parlor, Lopar. So I'll still have an Omni Negate on board. And an interruption during their turn. Pass. This game is so stressful. Darkness, I think you better add Full Metal. Guarantee on me. How am I going to add full metal to hand without my another copy of black metal? Because black metal is banished. So they literally can't do anything this turn. Okay. Okay. Getting a little on my nerves. So I can still summon Lopar if he goes to battle phase. Dummy! How dare you! You do not read card effects. It doesn't matter the battle phase. Any battle phase, I summon. That's right. Go to main phase 2. Because you can't read your card effects. Your average Yu-Gi-Oh player. That's right. Put that stuff in defense mode. Doesn't matter. You're dead next turn, boy. I am not going to activate Yugioh. No dragons in the graveyard I could summon. I'm not going to summon Lopar from hand. Could. That'd be a waste. I'm just gonna go to battle phase. I think I've won at this point. 27. 25. Are they disconnecting? No. Didn't I discard whatever? Discard? Cannot launch first, cannot target that. Okay, while they're on the field. No matter what, I win. That face down shouldn't be anything too terrifying. Keyword there is shouldn't. Okay. Let's go. 4th win of the night. I actually got to play Dragonmaids and not just Red Eyes. I love this game, but this game also, I think it takes years off my life every time I play it. It just unnecessarily stresses me out. Yeah. Red Eyes is already splashable into literally any dragon deck. You could put Red Eyes and Blue Eyes together. You could put Red Eyes and Dragonmaid. You could put Red Eyes and, I don't know, probably Buster Bladers together. Just, the Red Eyes engine is good enough on its own to where Probably put it in Fiendsmith and have Red Eyes Fiendsmith. Good stuff, though. I think I'm gonna do one more duel, then probably call it a night or day, whatever. So that's a real thing. Red Eyes, Metalmorph, Fiendsmith. Why am I not surprised? I guess Fiendsmith is so good by itself, and Red Eyes, at least that part of the engine, is so good by itself. Why not? It's good enough, so let it just be abused. Wow. I hate how good 60 card decks are sometimes. I have a buddy that plays the 60 card deck of Dark Magician, and I have beaten it literally a handful of times. And we have played probably 50 times. It's just too good. She just refuses to die. Eternal Soul is just way too good. Both Dragon and Fiend and Beast just. Oh. Some of the things that work in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just hurt me deeply. Like, I recently built a 10-Yi Morphtronic Gen X Power Tool deck. And I played it yesterday, and it put up some surprisingly decent boards pretty consistently. To be fair, I'm playing cards that are banned in the TCG, so it makes it a little easy. Yep, destroy my Imperm, you bastard. It's a Blue Eyes player. I have a Veiler in hand? What does this card do? Blue Eyes monster. You can summon Blue Eyes Red Dragon for redirecting expression on this card. You can do you can have it. Yes, 10-Yi is great with Sword Soul because of all the stupid tokens they get. But I put it in with my Gen X Morphtronic because Gen X Controller is a normal monster. And I also needed some free special summons of varying stars. I played the deck 2 or 3 times, and I was able to pull Baron, put Baron de Fleur on board every single time. Yeah, Tenyi, Sword Soul Tenyi is what it's meant to be, but free level 7s, level 4s, and level 1s are just too good to pass up. Because, I mean, a 1 Gen X controller plus 1 Tenyi Vishuda is a Baron de Fleur. Discard, negate, and destroy. Which one did they activate? Special summon Blue Eyes from your hand or graveyard. I will negate that. They can't have much more they could do, right? Who am I kidding? It's a Blue Eyes player. They're no longer Brick Eyes. They are God Eyes. What'd I say? Oh, and there it is. Full combo. I lose. I'm going into Spirit. Gonna go into Ultimate. What? Crimson Dragon? You can go to Crimson Dragon? You turn one sub higher, set Crimson Dragon, return this card to action, you special summon 1 Dragon Sync monster from your trick. Blue Eyes, Crimson Dragon. Yeah. If they went into Spirit and went into Ultimate. What? The 1K Striker Dragon was looking pretty tempting. I almost guarantee they were thinking real hard about killing it. Why 2 True Lights? Why did you summon a second True Light? Does True Light have a hard once per turn on it? Yeah, why did they do a second True Light instead of keeping it in hand? Yeah, they're just making it easier for me to wipe their board twice. Let me read all the way through some of these. No effects when it's destroyed. When this card or effect, they already activated True Light this turn. No, you're not seeing things. They literally played 2 True Lights. Oh, there's their Jet Dragon you were talking about earlier. This card, at the start of the damage step, this card battles. I'm just not going to battle it. Just wipe out the rest of their board. Yeah, I do not know exactly what happened here, but it wasn't very smart, whatever it was. It honestly kind of concerns me. Why did I summon that in defense mode? They have me so baffled, I just didn't know what I was clicking. This card battles on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect. So, negate, destroy, negate. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Why didn't the True Light get destroyed? Maybe I'm having a brain fart too. Oh, let's go! Let's go! How's it going, sign? Guess I gotta go for one more now. Yeah. The way that dude played that confused me quite a bit. I'm not even going to lie. I see. So Jet Dragon protects the back row. Or other cards are being destroyed by card effect. Okay. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Ooh, Danger Jackalope. Hi, guy. Ooh, another branded background. I like the branded field. It's nice. This is definitely a hand. Well, yeah, the duels are going okay. I have lost more than half of them, but it's going good so far, though. The duels I've won have been pretty close, at least some of them have been. My favorite deck in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the ones I know the best, is definitely Branded. Brandon is like the deck I know the most how to play. Then there's Dragonmaids. Those are probably my 1 and 2. 3 probably has to go to a Shadal Dogmatica invoked deck I have. It's annoying as hell to play against. Then probably my Synchron deck after that. Synchron's pretty annoying to play against. I can most of the time get Junk Speeder on board pretty consistently first turn and go into the level 12 for Red Dragon Archfiends. I don't really know how I'm going to play this hand, to be honest. Probably going to have to Hospitality Kitchen out. And then send Tinklad from deck to graveyard. Even if that gets Ash Blossomed, I have a low par in hand to summon during the battle phase, as long as I don't get Effect Veilered. Gosh. Okay. First things first is going to be the Harpy's Feather Duster. I top deck something good for next turn. Not really anything good for this turn. Man, I didn't get negated there? That's cool. Okay. Now, so they're just going to be banishing something from their own graveyard. Okay. I am going to add... Ooh! I can add Chamber, discard Lopar, summon Chamber, add Changeover, go to Changeover. I think I'll have a next turn. I mean, even at this point, if I get negated anywhere, I could just go to battle phase. I'm about to go to battle phase to get more materials, as well as wipe out their heavy hitters on board. Then, at main phase 2, I could bring out Dragonmaid Yugioh. Okay, this normal special summon. Control. You can tribute one of our light dark monsters, special summoned. That's gonna die, so they don't get rid of my Yugioh whenever I summon it. Yeah. I gotta murder the things that can touch me. Quim would honestly have probably been the... Huh? What? Your graveyard? Okay. I don't have an Ash Blossom for next turn, but I will have a Yugioh on board. So I can just negate their branded fusion. I will use Kitchen and Lopar on field to summon Yugioh. As long as I don't get negated, of course. Which I won't. I'm going to set my tiding. Okay, what? What were they doing? I will have to negate that. Because if they summon Fawn of Albaz, they could just fusion away my board. I don't really want that. I'm going to have to pass on this. This is not quite the... Well, I I'm trying to get higher beat. Yugioh is my Omni negate. Erratic Seals is just a return to hand. Either would be good ways to go, but I don't know. I think I have far better luck with trying to get Yugioh out on board so I could have a beat stick and a negate at the same time rather than just a return to deck or return to the top of the deck or return to the hand. Oh. Connection failed. Silver 2. Yeah, I don't really know why I don't summon Erratic Seals more. I just don't need him. I guess I could have. That you bring up a good point there. My brain was kind of going on their turn if they summoned out a strong beat stick. I just, now that I'm thinking back on it, wouldn't have mattered anyways because they ate up my negate on my turn. I didn't have it for their turn. Oh. I try to keep resources in my hand, so I have Ice. True. Erratic is an extender. So is Chamber. It's also an extender. And I was trying to use Tinklad to increase the attack of whichever Dragonmaid fusion I had on board when the time came for them to go to battle phase, so they couldn't just beat over it. Because either it would have 6,200 attack or 5,700 attack. So it just kind of mainly depended on which way I wanted to go with it. All right. Well, one more. I got one more in me. After that, I'm going to get off. Whether this one goes short or fast. One more, then I'm done. You know, you bring up some very valid points. Points I do not think about whenever I am in the midst of plotting. Hero, so... Okay. Gosh darn hero player. You know, yeah. I just never think about Erratic Seals, if I'm being honest. There is nothing wrong with being a closet Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. You would have been great to have, Ash Blossom. Last turn. Front row or back row? Front row or back row? Front row or back... I'll get rid of their spells and traps. Now I can activate Hospitality. Summon Lopar. Never mind. That hand's kind of, I kind of got cooked this hand. Are you serious? Back-to-back Ash Blossoms. Back-to-back Ash Blossoms. They're gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to combo off after this, anyways. Okay, yeah. Vision Hero Vion. Very good card. I don't care how much Hero bricks. I think I bricked harder. I just drew Ash Blossom back to back. I can never get Ash Blossom turn 1. I get it like turn 2 to turn 5. Every time. Maybe not every time, but most of the time. Yep, I'm just gonna have nothing else to do because I have no more interactions. If I don't draw another Dragonmaid card, the duel's over. Because I'm gonna have to pass. Or unless if I draw red eyes. And if I draw red eyes and they have a negate, I'm also cooked. Yeah, I was trying to avoid them from summoning more cards to get more effects. All the destruction, I'm actually going to get off after this duel. Thank you for showing up, though. I'll probably be playing Master Duel sometime probably on next Tuesday. So if you want to follow and keep an eye out for that, I'll be down to duel then. Okay, I think I am cooked. They have any kind, yeah. Ash Blossom. So they're just gonna have to attack me again with that. Gives me another turn to try to survive. Please, draw any kind of starter. Yes! Yes! Not really super good, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Maybe I would have much rather have had nothing, because they're just going to be able to beat over it now. I thought that would have got summoned in attack mode. Well, that did not go the way I thought it would. It's still my turn, that's right. Ooh. Return cards to the hand. Oh, I can't return this. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Why can't I target it with card effect? Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read. I have... If that was a spell or trap, I have one more turn. Nope, I've lost. No, I haven't. Any of these are negates? Nope. I'm just gonna summon Parlor. I am going to send Tinklet. Oh, yep. It's over, man. It's so Jehovah. Dude, just go to battle phase, attack, and call it a day. Yu-Gi-Oh players making things last longer than they need to be. I don't get why I couldn't return it to hand, if I'm being honest. I mean, where is it at? Banish this card from your... Okay. Target one dragon monster control, one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard. Why couldn't I target it with Dragonmaid Tiding? If I could target it with Tiding, that would make life easier, but I can't. Why couldn't I target it with Tiding? You just said one card. I said it. Then no matter what happened, that was going to be my last one. Maybe I'm going to keep it a buck. I did not check and see. No, let's check their deck list, see if they have it. Evil Assault, Dark Contract. So they have Dark Contract. It says fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion. I'm assuming they went into this card. Must be special summoned Dark Fusion. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. I don't actually see Dark Fusion anywhere. I have no clue why I couldn't kill it or return it to hand. Okay, that was unfortunate. Do they have Dark Contract? They have Evil Assault. Okay, there it is. Dark Contract. Dark Fusion. Oh, it just said it's treated as a treated as Dark Fusion. That confuses me. Very much so. Maybe it was its materials? Cannot attack, miss, control, fusion. Don't even know what they used. Looks like nothing gives them effects. I don't know. Duel's over. I lost. So new packs include DDD support. Glow Up Bulb just got into Master Duel. Ooh. Give me the one free pack pull. Charmer's one of the most useless decks in Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. Time to open up 10 legacy packs and see what I get, and then I'm going to get off stream. Because I have to go to bed. Card advance. Top 5 cards of your deck. I know Glow Up Bulb is crazy. Pretty sure it's limited to 1 in the TCG. For good reason. Let me double check my words real quick. No. Glow Up Bulb is actually banned in the TCG. Banned, I tell you. Okay. Got an XYZ Dragon Cannon out of the deal. A Dark Elf. A Giant Rat. Let's look at what Glow Up Bulb does real quick. This card is in your graveyard. You can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon this card. Yeah, if it gets sent there by any Light Sworn or Tearlament card, you can send one more. So, like Raiden, Summon Raiden, mill 2, Glow Up Bulb's milled. You can mill one more. All that with one card. Yeah. A dinosaur pack. Oh, shit. Oh. Scrap recyclers. I never look in the store very often. Yeah, Naturia Beast. Isn't Naturia Beast like a negate for anything? Isn't it an Omni negate depending on what you discard? When a spell, never mind, it is a spell card. Send 2 cards, yeah. That Naturia Beast is freaking goated for tier elements or something. I mean, normal summon Rhino Heart. Never mind, you need an Earth Tuner. I don't know how you'd get it out in tier elements, but that'd be bananas to have in tier elements. I have so much stuff added to this game since I started playing it. Oh, is tier elements expensive in this? Oh, let me check. Don't I have a tier element started? I do. Yeah, I see a whole lot of ultra rares in there. That tells me it's expensive. So one of our tier elements just straight up isn't even in the game. Not what are the tier elements cards called again? Meryl. Tier elements Meryl just straight up isn't even in the game. Huh. That all the tier elements besides like one of them are some form of limited or just straight up banned. You know, I'll give Master Duel one thing. It has Kyklos. Kyklos is forbidden in the TCG, so it makes getting into Ruklos really hard. You have no choice but to use King of the Swamp or an equivalent to get into it. What deck is this? Oh, that's right. This is someone's Mech Knight deck. Mech Knight invoked Dogmatica I played against a while ago. I was curious, so I just saved their deck so I could look at it later. Yeah, dude. Snake Eye or Tier Elements freaking redefined. Tier Elements was before Snake Eye and the TCG, and so the TCG had two bad formats of there was just nothing anyone could do to compete with these two decks. Like, I mean, there were some, like Tempai was something that could compete against Snake Eye, but it wasn't super good. What else was there? I guess I did start a Snake Eye Fiendsmith over here. Not very good. I'll just delete this one. Yeah, Snake Eye Fiendsmith is powerful. Tier Elements is another level. Like, it, among powerful decks, is the most powerful deck of all time. Play through anything. Anything. I got 5 days left in this. You know what? You know what? Kashtira was powerful, but it was nowhere near as strong as Kashtira or Tier Elements. Tier Elements is bonkers. A whole nother level of power. Macro? What do you mean macro? Macros Cosmos. When this card is activated, you can special summon Helos, the Primordial Sun, from your hand or deck. This card is on the field, you can send its face up on the field. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Wow. That is pretty OP, actually. So it's just a dimensional fissure with a summon on it. Huh. Surprised more decks don't play this card, honestly. Yeah, it's 70-cent card-ish, 70-cent card. Surprised more people don't play that. It's only fissure and monsters? Let me go back there and read that. While this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. While this card is when this card is activated, special summon one Helos, the Primordial Sun, from your hand or deck. While this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. That is a crazy ass card effect. Light Sworns. It'd do great in Chaos Light Sworn. I mean, Light Sworns, your goal is to banish cards from either field. Once you have, what's that, Chaos Zone on board, so you can get all the counters on it and summon whatever and lock your opponent out of playing the game. Oh, this is an event deck? I see. Alright, well, I am gonna get off here. Zach plays macros, Cashier, Stone, and maybe Malice. Yeah, I can see several decks try to play it. Decks that like the banish zone, so Phantom Knights like to banish themselves. No, there's a couple decks that like to be banished. I just don't can't name them off the top of my head, to be honest.
affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step
Yeah.
at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal,
Well,
and the steps you take 'em.
like I've said like 10 times, I need to get off here.
And if I make a mistake, it's
Have a good night, or I guess good day.
call it replication.
I'll be streaming again Thursday for me. I'll be starting at 8 p.m. CST, similar times as this time. I'll be playing Code Vein. I won't be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I should be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again next Tuesday, as long as I don't think of something else to play. Exo Sister. I thought Exo Sisters didn't like having their cards banished. I haven't played against that many Exo Sisters or played with, so I don't really know. Huh. Yep. Have a good night, man. So yeah.
They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence.